So I'm going to explain to you Lab 3, and I'm going to try to explain the calculation aspects. So this is my program. It starts with the scanner, and then I have the hello name, and then I have the variables, and then the calculations at the bottom. So let's run. Okay, so what is your name? I need to run this so that we can see the calculations properly. So let's just go with my real name. Say I drive, how many miles do I drive per year? 20. What is your gas mileage? 20 miles per gallon. How many times a week does the user consume beef? 0, I'm vegetarian. Number of times user flies per year? Once, barely go anywhere. And then it calculated. So how did this work? So we use the numbers 20, 20, 0, and 1. So we're going down to calculations part. All right, so line 61, I write out double, answer 1 equals parenthesis, 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 m times gm, parenthesis times 20, parenthesis plus b, plus parenthesis, b times 60, parenthesis, plus f times 200, parenthesis, parenthesis, semicolon. So that sentence, that line, is the calculations right there. So I start off with double because double is the attribute type that I've been using throughout the program to help as the type to help work with the attributes. And then answer 1 right here, that's just the variable name. So answer 1 could really be anything, but here I say that it's answer 1 to help us when we print out the final sentence for the user down below. Then we have our equal sign, because this is this. Then here is the equation aspect. So if we look right here, m times gm. So that is the calculation in order to get your miles per gallon, or that's the equation to get the amount of gallons that the user consumes per year. So you take the total amount of miles they drive times their miles per their vehicle's gas mileage, which is stored as GM, and then you take that, their total miles, times 20. And then we are going to add to that B times 60. So B is the number of times the user eats beef, multiply that by 60. So since I don't eat any beef, it's 0 times 60, so 0. And then the F times 200, that is the number of times they fly. And then you multiply that by 200. So if I fly 1 time a year, that's only 1. 1 times 200 is 1. Going back real quick, I just want to re-explain this part, the m times gm. So the m would be 20 if I say I drive 20 miles per year, which is really, really low. That's not the average amount of miles that an American usually would drive unless they live in the city. Anyway, you multiply that times their gas mileage, so that'll get your total number of miles. And so yeah, so this is the equation, the calculations, and then it's stored as answer 1, and then down below we ask the computer to print out, hey, the name, and then the carbon footprint, because you add up all of these all of these little individual equations, we add those all up into one to get the final carbon footprint, and that is in the gallons per year. All right, sounds good. Thank you.